Hello everyone! Welcome back to episode 53 of our reviews of Digimon Adventure 2020. Today we're looking at the Gecko Hot Springs' Revolt. I'm not actually sure. Why is it possessive? Why is Hot Springs... The Springs own the Gekkomon?
Well, I think the idea is Gekkomon own the Hot Springs now.
Oh, that would make more sense.
Gekkomon and Shogun Gekkomon, because that's what I'm going to call him this review.
Yeah, Tano Shogun Gekkomon or whatever the... whatever the Japanese name is for it. Yeah,
Shogun Gekkomon, that's what he's going to be.
Yeah, like we've said, we know the English names far better, so we switch over. We're no longer following Tai. Yeah. And we're going over to Jyou, who's taking Hikari and Takeru over to the hot springs that they were promised.
Yep, so Gatomon and Patamon can rest up in the springs and hopefully recover from their battle.
Yep, in case you forgot that in the one episode in between that they were talking about that.
Even the narrator says they're just tired, so apparently it's nothing more than that.
Yeah, which is...
He could be lying to us, but he never has, so...
Yeah, would be odd, but, you know, stranger things. So, they arrive at the hot springs to find that they are completely dry.
Well, not just dry, but frozen.
Yeah, I mean, the area around the hot springs normally gets melted, but yeah, I don't remember before seeing a whole lot of snow around. I mean, it could just be because it was too close to the hot springs.
When we saw it before, there were enough shots. I think you would see it if it had been around.
Yeah.
It snowed like that around.
You would think so, but maybe not. I don't know. It's the
Mostly,
digital world.
Yeah, true. There's no saying, because Millennium On during his, especially the Z form, and caused the damage to the land. Maybe he changed all that, but it killed immediately after he was defeated. So
yeah, there has been many consequences of that we've seen so far. And almost immediately after, they meet a mutant armor Digimon known as Kabukimon. Why do they like armored Digivolve suddenly so much? That's been like...
We've seen a lot of them. Well, it's because they've never shown up any other time, ever.
Yeah, I guess being a variety, that's fine. It's just been a lot of them.
Yeah, there's no because, yeah.
It's been a lot of them. And just a very Japanese opening with the very classic music going on. They got the Gekkomon even at the end with a little...
I like the
what are these sticks?
The wooden blocks.
The wooden blocks, yes. Yeah.
I'd like how to explain where the background music comes from him. It's a cute inside joke for all kinds of cartoons and shows and anime. So, but props on that. That was cute. I enjoyed that.
And he explains how that the hot springs have dried up. There's only one. Would you like to come in? Yada yada. And invite him into the palace?
Yeah.
Mansion? Mansion might be more... you know, whatever they want to exactly call it. And that's where we meet Shogun Gekkomon. Who, I mean, has always been a little bit of an odd Digimon, but this one was especially so.
Yeah, he's always been kind of a joke Digimon, but really amped up in this episode.
Yeah. He licks everybody when they first meet, and then snatches up Gomamon like it's nothing, and Joe's just like, hey, stop that. That's my Gomamon. Bad.
Yes, and he tastes them all to decide which one he likes best so he can make them their bride.
And then they're talking about how they've only partially downloaded information from the human world. How would that...
I'm guessing it has to do with some kind of Japanese tradition I'm not real familiar with.
Well, it's just because Gatomon said that they don't think they fully got it. So is it like... Was this... Shogun Gekkomon, a Gekkomon that got hit by black lightning, because that's from the data of the human world, and it's only got part of it.
Yeah.
I think that's too clever for what this series has given me so far, but that was kind of what I was thinking.
Well, the idea of certain Digimon tribes and things going from pure savage to certain stereotypes of movies or cartoons or books. It could be kind of amusing for a while. I don't think you could have a whole series out of it, but you could get some very amusing situations.
Well, I mean, we've only got one story arc left, so this could be the joke and story arc.
It could be. You could go somewhere, but it could make some cute episodes. Don't think you can make a whole arc out of it, but I'm sure some people try.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So if you're trying to make a Iskaya, whatever they're called, these foreign different world adventures, here's an idea to use. Don't make it your main one, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Oh, I've been told what that is, and I've forgotten it myself.
If I saw the word, I would know it.
Yeah.
Pronouncing it is escaping me right now.
And why is there an episode? We saw Gomamon around water the entire time. That's like the one place he can logically use his attack and actually try to do something. And he still never does. He just gets captured again very easily.
Because apparently Jyou and Gomamon have to have most of the joke episodes based around them.
They got the potatoes, they got the hamburger episode, they got
the water fountain one, which is...
They got captured in this one. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they did have one of the most, darkest and most serious episodes they were a pretty big part of, too, though. Counter it, I guess, but...
Oh, with Matt? Yeah.
Yamato and,
Miyamoto,
Mesphiomon.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting episode to review, but getting off topic.
Yes.
We don't do that.
Never. So once again, Gomamon's captured, Joe's beaten off.
They're trying to attack him, and he shoots his horn at him, and they literally Team Rocket out of the building into the stratosphere. I think it even has a twinkling star effect.
Yes, it does. Yeah. That's Team Rocket.
It literally happens, yeah. In Digimon show.
Yeah. So, what is Joe's master plan for Gomamon's being captured, and now he's knocked 300 feet away, or whatever? Really freaking far? Run at him with a book.
Yeah, with a book, yep.
No Digimon, not protecting Hikari and Takeru when they're injured or tired Digimon, whatever exactly.
Yeah, can't do anything, just abandons them completely, which seems way out of character for Joe.
Yeah, and goes running at him with a book. And then
him running trying to attack someone with a book is pretty funny. I'd like to see that again.
That is fairly Joe. I wouldn't, That I could see. But yeah, just...
Doesn't work so well for him. The wall of Gekkomon busts him again and goes flying, but not as far this time.
Not as far, and now there's Junkmon and Taichi's back to save the day.
Miss him? I haven't seen him in so long. I forgot what he looks like.
I know. I thought Agumon was going to eat him, Nice catch! That's a good thing I don't write these.
Heck, this season might be better.
Yes. But yeah, just Joe running off without Digimon. Isn't that what Ty did in the water fountain episode? And yeah.
No, they didn't run off. They talked about and decided that was the right move.
Oh, okay, true. He actually thought about it, so... I was gonna say, Joe should be smarter than Taichi a little bit, just saying. And then, so, Ogama, as they call Gomamon in this episode, that's...
Again, I wonder if it's some Japanese term or word I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, or some abbreviation of it that they do it in... as they're talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, look, your friends are out there frozen. You might as well give up." That was wow. That was an interesting. That was an interesting.
This is pretty good. This isn't the creepiest thing I've ever seen in Digimon, but it's up there.
No.
I think it's the eyes in particular. It seemed like do something for me.
It's our D Reaper here.
Any one of many possible D Reaper clips here.
Yeah.
Images here. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was noticeable. So they come up with a plan, and then we go to commercial break. Okay, no, we don't go to commercial break, but they did.
Well, if your tube channel is better.
Oh, sorry. If I can make it that far. If you people would like me and like, comment, and subscribe.
You feel so empty inside. Please help them.
Love that line. And then, so they come up with a plan, and apparently they make their own hot spring. Which they do kind of explain a little more how they did it.
Yeah,
later.
Joe stumbles across the other people he saw before, the Nanimon and the Blossommon.
Yes.
After he gets blown back by the Gekkomon.
Right, there's that too.
Well, they say nothing the entire episode, so again, they're kind of forgettable.
Yeah, they don't talk.
But at least it was a nice callback to that episode.
It was a callback.
They weren't forgotten completely.
Yeah, at least the enemies talked in this one. I'd been rather tired of just so many bad guys just never saying anything, never understanding. As weird and creepy as this one was, it at least was something. They were talking, they were doing something. Because just so many
and
of
explaining themselves and their motives.
So much better than a lot of the others have to this point. Yeah, so working together with them, they dig out, they make a hot spring, they use Greymon and Metal Greymon to heat it up and everything. So, yeah, they have fire. I guess that's why Tai had to be there. They needed
That makes sense for that.
Yeah.
But Jyou comes up with a plan, which was more Jyou-like.
Yes.
And it makes sense. They were told that he destroys all other hot springs besides his own, so they make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least pretend to make one.
I mean, it works.
It is warm for as long as, until it cools down naturally.
Yeah. So they fill up a giant bath, and it takes 16 Gekkomon to carry it.
Yes, because
that much water and
Shogun Gekkomon has spent so much time in the bath, he can't leave the hot water or he gets really weak.
I mean, that's kind of an interesting mechanic, but...
It's an interesting idea. Again, if we didn't have, a War Greymon at any point...
if an ultimate was ever going to be any concern for you.
Yeah. If they had to weaken him somehow, that would be an interesting way to do it. But we have War Greymon. Or, in theory, Blitz Greymon.
Maybe. Or, I mean, Goldramon and Magnadramon, but technically they can't digivolve.
Yeah, I can see not having them, but there is...
Yeah, we have Megas around. Ultimates are not really a concern to us anymore.
Like, there probably have issues, and Agumon does, and I don't know, but Agumon never has, but...
He's the main character. He's the main Digimon. So you can't do anything wrong.
It seems that way this series sometimes.
Yeah. So they go jumping out of the bath and into the new hot spring, and suddenly he's not holding Gomamon anymore. It's a Nanimon. I mean, I know it's a really minor thing, but just where? How?
Exactly how did that happen?
I mean, I get they could probably do it, but I mean, he seemed to have a death grip on Gomamon.
For most of the episode, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like that'd be very hard to do.
So the Nanimon blowing a kiss at him was pretty amusing after Hody had put Gomamon through it up to this point.
Yes. Gee, he didn't return the favor.
Yeah, that one.
No. And then when Gomamon reveals himself among the Nanimon, he's got shades. I don't know where he...
It looks like he still won Nanimon
well, shades, yeah. But...
I did like the look of him. He looked pretty good in the shades, but...
Just another one of those... Okay. Interesting. So finally Gomamon's back. It's time to actually fight, so we get Ikakumon. And then Shogun Gekkomon just loves them even more, likes the furry big walrus creature.
Hey, it's a joke, and it's fine and all. So he tries to kiss them, and there's this cute scene where you cut to Takeru, Hikari, and the others, and Gadamon's, she's holding Gadamon. Gadamon's particularly positioned her ears to be covering Hikari's eyes so she can't see this.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I laughed
great.
pretty good at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tiny little detail, really. You could probably miss it.
Yeah.
But
if you did, I want to point out, because I thought it was very well done.
It's very cute that just... It's a different thing. I mean, Gadamon's always been, I will protect you, Hikari. But this season, it's protecting her from more than just bad guys.
Yeah, this is trying to protect her childlike innocence here. Innocence here.
Yeah, she goes above and beyond sometimes, and it's really cute and touching for the most part. It's a nice little touch. I like it.
And meanwhile, Kakumon's fighting Shogun Gekkomon. Greymon's dealing with the rest of the Gekkomon.
And Kabukimon, yes.
Yes, and Kabuki. How could I forget about him?
Yes. I mean, he talks a lot.
Because he talks a lot. He probably talks most in the episode, so I guess...
I think he might do one attack all episode. Maybe.
Probably did during that skirmish.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did at least one, because he spun his head and did a bunch of things. But yeah, no, he really was not a threat at any point in time. Because eventually, as Ikakumon, the plan continues, they start pouring snow into the...
Well, Gomamon has to tell him that he's weak to cold. And then he starts pouring snow in. So
Joe
didn't just instinctively know this somehow. Gomamon does tell him.
Yes.
And then he changed the plan a little more so to make the hot spring cool off even faster and get him weaker.
Mm-hmm. They do that, and then as soon as they start doing that, hey Greymon, we don't have to hold back anymore. Why were you...
What changed?
Holding back? I mean, if anything, as soon as Gomamon got freed, you can say, we don't need to hold back. But no, that wasn't when...
No, I'm not even sure you could even really see that, per se.
Yeah, it was
where
just...
he was.
I guess he heard Ikakumon Digivolve, and that was the trigger, and I don't even think that was it. Yeah, it was just... I'm sure it's just one line. I mean, I'm probably reading way too much into it, but it's just another one of those things of... What are you...
Why do you make this so much harder than it needs to be?
Yeah. Well, it's just another case of... Is it a mistranslation? I wouldn't think so, because, I mean, usually these are fairly good, so...
Yeah, so then he digivolves a Mellow Greymon and takes care of the rest of the champions. Shocking.
Yeah, oh wow. I mean, the Zudomon doing the buzzsaw hammer throw through the snow to fall it all down, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, Shocking Gekkomon does go to Zudomon at some point.
Mm.
After that bath is cooled down and Shogun Gekkomon
It's already weak.
is already weak, he decides to go to Ultimate.
Yeah.
Or Perfect.
Yeah. Where, I mean, it's not even needed really at this point.
No, but as you said, the
Yeah.
hammer throw was pretty cool.
And
I like Zudomon. Zudomon's one of my favorite Ultimates.
He is very cool. But then, I mean, they weaken him, and then he hammers the whole water, zapping him and Kabukimon in it, and just like, okay, wow, you're really making a point here.
Yes, and then he poses. Unfortunately, you don't continue the running gag, clicking the wooden
Little sticks.
sticks together. Because, you know, like Patamon had been doing that, or someone else barely playing the horns. That would have been really funny. But, missed opportunity, in my opinion.
Yeah. There was another cute little detail that I missed earlier when they're saying, "Hey, everybody, come to our hot springs." Like Patamon and Agumon are like dancing around happy, and Gatomon's blushing while she's doing it. She's like, "I don't know, this is so weird."
Yes, yeah. Gatomon blushes quite a few times in this episode. Actually.
Yes, yeah, she does.
Hikari's patting her head and she blushes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just these cute little details. There is character here. There is
things we like about this. Maybe some of these reviews seem to be. There are things we like about this season.
Yes. Just overall, it is not impressed, unfortunately. So, they get the hot springs back. Apparently, they smashed the mansion. I guess we don't know what happened, but they let the water out. Everybody...
Water's not dried up anymore.
Yeah, they let everyone have the water again. And they forgive the bad guys and let them go into the spring, too.
Peace through strength, yes.
Yes.
Moral today.
I guess that's the only reason, because I don't know why else you would. You caused trouble in the past, and... Well, actually, Blossomon should be about as strong as you are.
Yes,
Shogun
there's
Gekkomon,
also that aspect, too.
Blossomon is an ultimate. For those of you who don't know, Blossomon's not a more common Digimon. They're an ultimate. They should at least be able to hold their own.
At least gonna live with trouble, yeah.
Oh, so... But yeah, so it seems like Gatomon and Patamon are very happy, so that probably means they're doing okay.
Yeah. And at the end, Joe's Digivice glows white. Why? Don't know. Will it mean anything? Don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, their Digivices glow with the symbol fairly often.
Yeah, this wasn't. It wasn't this crest colored though, just white.
Hmm. I mean, his is usually like a grayish white kind of, so it could just be, but probably seems like it could be something different. But then again, this isn't where his compass was pointing, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, I don't think he was looking for his compass or anything.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the point of this episode. So.
Yeah, it was to get the two Holy Digimon to recover, which I guess he succeeded. So I guess that's your plot significance of this episode.
That's the reason this episode exists. Mm-hmm. We didn't get Vikemon or Plesiomon. I'd have to go back and look at what silhouette is his. And that one. Oh, okay, that's the form we're getting this season. This one. And then, well, the Digimon Analyzer didn't, show another Mega. So it probably means we're not getting a Mega next episode.
Well, is it a Mega? I have no idea what level.
I don't know what Rebellymon is, but I don't think it's one of the main 8 Digimon. One of the main 8 Megas.
No, okay. I mean, we've seen plenty of Megas that aren't the main at this point. Megas used to be real common, but they seem to slow down on that for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, War Greymon first showed up. Here's a bunch of Megas now, and then there's no more. I haven't needed them again. And so it looks like they're just going to have to fight Rebellymon. Can they possibly defeat him?
And who could possibly be the main character in this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, Time Agumon again.
Say, Takato.
Ryu,
yeah, there you go.
He tends to pop up from strange places.
Yes. So the biggest thing I noticed at the very end is there's a Cutemon.
Yes.
A Rebellymon's shoulder. At the very end of the preview, and it's like, Cutemon's not known for being very, I want to fight.
Very rebellious.
Yeah.
Per se.
So that could be very interesting. I mean, they could have run into Cutemon with the Holy Digimon and fixed him that way. Because Cutemon's kind of like one of the, the healing Digimon. And they could have done that, but no? Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
We'll have to take a look and see what happens. No, I think that's all for...
That's about it. This was
episode 53. No real big... It's an episode, ultimately, I will probably forget.
Yeah, like so many episodes this season, it's an episode I've seen and won't remember much about, if anything at all.
Yeah. Like I said, Gatomon being cute.
The Gatomon being cute, the frozen...
Yeah.
The frozen still might be the thing I remember most about this episode.
Yeah, exactly. But there's still more episodes to go. I mean, good things could still happen. Again, we're not holding our breath at this point.
No, I've seen enough anime and enough of this season that I think I kind of know what I'm going to get the next 15 episodes still. It goes 66. It's still a fair number.
Yeah. I mean, we're past the point of where most would be done.
Yeah, this is an extra episode compared to most seasons.
Yeah. 5 more than Data Squad ever got. Something like that. So.
And it had a much better story arc than this season ever has.
Any of them, yes. But before we ramble on too long, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed us nerds ranting a little bit about one of our favorite series. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, and if you're not, subscribe to the channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day, or whatever it might be for you. And remember, everybody, keep staying awesome.